So honestly, I felt like this episode was the weakest of this half season, and I think this half season has been really good, but I was just kind of thinking the pacing from this episode was really, really slow. Plus, they focused on two of the storylines I do not care about, and we've kind of talked about this before, but one being Nate's dad and the whole let's make Nate relevant thing, and two being Roa, who absolutely freaked out and lost his mind in this episode, and I'm hoping that we are coming to the end of our time with Jimmy Smits, who is an incredible actor, but I think he's been really misused in this series. So I had to wait till the very end to have what I thought was a pretty good moment in this episode, and I knew they would pull out something interesting at the end, and that was when Frank confronted Laurel's mom saying, like, here's the picture of you with Kristoff or Wes or whoever it was, and what's the deal? How did you know him? Of course, she didn't answer because the show ended. And here's the thing, we have to wait until March 1st for a new episode, and that new episode is going to be the Scandal crossover. Now, I think this is a really good idea because Scandal is ending, and, you know, it's Shonda's other really big show of this, you know, it's kind of similar, I guess, in a way to How to Get Away with Murder. Like, it's not Grey's Anatomy. So I think it's cool. But I also think that nothing monumental will happen in this episode because they're going to want Scandal fans to watch. And I don't think you need to watch any Scandal episodes to understand the episode. So I also think by saying that, they're not going to throw a bunch of weird stuff about, you know, the really complicated stuff at people who came over just because of Olivia, you know, and who are going to be like, what the heck is going on here? That's what I think. So I think the advancement of the how does Wes know these people storyline is not going to happen, which really sucks. And I think the last episode is March 15th, so we're getting ready to wrap up this season. So I'm hoping, at least in the finale, we understand how Wes knew these people. So I did a video last week with my thoughts about Wes having a twin. And a lot of people thought that the show was just way too smart for Wes to have a twin or for anyone to have a twin. And I feel you on that. Like, I agree with you because, honestly, some of the shows that we know, that you've probably watched, that I've watched, that have gone there with so-and-so is dead, but it wasn't really them, it was their twin, are usually kind of like teen-centered shows or shows that just aren't that smart. So when we have to look at what's going on here, there's only a few options. Something's definitely going on because it's become the focal point of this half season. So we can't just accept that Wes died, Dominic killed him, and everything is over with that because they're bringing all this stuff back up, especially with that monumental voicemail that Wes left calling himself Kristoff talking to Dominic. What was up with that? So if you don't believe in the twin theory, that's totally fine. Do you believe in the Wes didn't really die theory? And there's a couple ways that can go. One could be that Dominic did intend on killing him, did try to kill him, thought he killed him, and later on Wes was able to survive and he's had some people help him out. Maybe people that we know. Maybe Nate helped him. I don't know. People helped him out and he's been in hiding and whatever. Maybe Laurel's mom helped him. I don't really know. You can go that way. Or two, you can go the way of the whole thing was faked. You know, Dominic and Wes, everybody was in on it. And if you go that route, I'm just kind of wondering why we as viewers saw the death scene because no other characters on the show saw that. So, like, why would they do a fake death scene if this was going to be faked anyway and no one was supposed to see it but the viewers, okay? But there was a lot of drama at that time. I mean, they lost Wes's body, and then it was supposedly cremated, and then Laurel's mom said something about Wes coming back, which obviously was put in there for a reason. So I'm asking you guys, I'm still sticking to there's a twin, something with the twins going on here. So, like, either Wes was a good person, and he's still alive, and Kristoff was an evil person, and he died, or, the other way around. You know, we're dealing with the person who's still alive is Kristoff, who is the evil twin, and he was in alliance with Laurel's mom, and he was in alliance with Dominic, and he is alive and doing shady stuff behind the scenes, and maybe he has the hard drive. I don't know. But I'm asking you guys, what are the other ways to explain this? Because we can't just say Dominic killed Wes, the dad ordered it, and that's it, and we're done, because we're obviously not done, and that's not it. So, if he doesn't have a twin, if he didn't fake his death, if he didn't survive but is in hiding, how can we explain this? Why and how did Wes meet with Laurel's mom, a person that she never even introduced him to herself? So he knows her in some way. Was it because Laurel didn't want them together or Laurel's mom didn't want them together and this was like a meeting like, you better stay away from my daughter, here's a bunch of money, or I'm going to blackmail you, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, was it he was working in a life of crime? He had the double-sided life where he was actually not a good guy. I mean, there's a lot of different ways I think people could try to explain it, but I'm just curious to see how you think they will go about explaining it beyond we know that he just wasn't killed by Dominic and her dad, you know, had him as a hitman and that's the end, because it's not the end. So what is going on here? How will they wrap all this up? I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. But to me, I think that this has the potential of being really good. And I don't think that they will fail in the way some of the teen shows that I have watched have failed with dealing with a main star's death and trying to pretend like the person never really died, or the person's twin died, or they're alive, and or they died and the twin survived, you know. So I'm hoping that even if it is a twin situation, that it is way more, you know, believable and smarter than it's been done in the teen shows that we've seen before. But if you are new here, I'm covering always this season and every season of How to Get Away with Murder. So please thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss my videos, and also subscribe. I would love to have you as part of the Kelly TV family. Every Friday I do a live chat. Every Friday that we have an episode to talk about, I do a live chat about that week's episode. So those are so fun because we can theorize together. So hopefully, if you've never been to one, you will come to one. And also my Twitter link is down below, and that's the best way to know like when a live chat's coming. Every video I upload directly goes to Twitter immediately as it's up. So if you're not getting those notifications or you're not seeing my videos, you will know if you follow me on Twitter that, hey, I just uploaded a video. Immediately when it goes up, the thing goes out on Twitter that I have a new video up. But I hope you guys will have a very good weekend, and thanks for all your support throughout the years, and thank you if you are new here for watching this video, and have a great day and a great weekend. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Kelly TV family. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with all I'm doing.